The third technology, the smartphone, a very growing application. Consumers with smartphones can download their mobile wallet application, utilizing whatever their respective carrier is, or they can purchase a device-specific application. Smartphone interfaces are oftentimes very effective, given the full color screens and given the QWERTY keyboards, and in some cases, as you know, the smartphones have touch screen capability to facilitate the transaction selection. We see a lot of demographic data suggesting that the smartphone could be the most likely solution for the underbanked consumer, especially in the United States, as the price points continue to decline, and we see more and more of a proliferation of smartphones in some of the North American markets. The final technology is the SIM toolkit. In this particular technology application, the mobile wallet application is embedded into the SIM card on the mobile phone. So this kind of integration calls for an arrangement with the wireless carrier, since in most cases the wireless carrier is the party responsible to distribute that SIM card to the consumer. So a carrier can facilitate the distribution of this card by using just regular registered mail, a retail store, or in some cases just going over the air for functionality. Again, a data plan is not required in this scenario, and a mobile wallet application can be loaded onto the SIM card regardless of the quality of the mobile phone. So in some cases, we find this to be a very differentiating characteristic compared to the other three technologies. This is a very cumbersome slide, but I wanted to show it to you because what we attempt to do here is we use this slide in just walking through at a high level what we think a technology provider needs to do in terms of an ecosystem and to be effective with a customer prospect. When we go through this type of presentation and structure with our customers, we try to make a few points that the technology provider should be the glue that kind of represents a process to keep all of the constituents together, whether it's the owners of the programs, whether it's the designated distribution. You need a technology provider who has tremendous capabilities around security, around scalability, and as the regulatory environment continues to grow and become more interactive in mobile technology and specifically mobile financial services, we think technology providers are going to have to even be more impactful when it comes around addressing the kind of glue and the management of this ecosystem that's required to make the technology successful. So my final slide talks about where we have been with some of our existing implementations and our pending implementations by trying to demonstrate to our customers that the right technology provider has a product offering for a mobile wallet today, as well as for the trends that we see coming up in the future. To the left-hand side of this slide, you see the traditional financial services that I've been talking about this morning and that you've heard throughout this conference. A variety of these mobile wallet financial services transactions are implemented throughout customer bases and in various markets throughout the world. But some of the more interesting things that we're also involved in is the value-added services, which we see as part of the future. For example, advertising, the first item in the far right-hand column. Our technology provides the ability for an advertisement that is driven by a major consumer product company to appear on that same mobile device for that consumer who is trying to make purchases. We think advertising is clearly going to be one of the biggest upcoming value-added services for mobile wallets and mobile phones. Another item on this list, you see lottery programs and loyalty programs. We're involved with a major Fortune 500 company who wants to implement a loyalty program so that their consumers can redeem points at a retail location and try and conduct point-of-sale purchases by utilizing their loyalty program. Some of their loyalty providers and loyalty partners want to also communicate with that consumer in the form of an advertisement that gets driven to the consumer's screen so that he or she can experience an advertisement from a loyalty partner when they're going to redeem their points at a loyalty retail store location. So I'm also out of time, but will be available during the conference to answer any questions that you may have. Thank you very much.